it's so crazy. Randy's always excited. I mean, she's super excited about it. She's always really driving me crazy about the car, and she's so excited. Today's a red letter day for her because, you know, here we go. We can see it. We're pulling away from the machine shop now. Just picked up the engine. She's trying to hold her excitement down. So just try to calm down. Yeah, so we're gonna go to work on this whole intake. I already started I really didn't have anything machined here. They dipped it real quick, but you know, it's not clean. Just cause it'll eventually get replaced, but we want it to look good. So I'm getting off the old rust right now and cleaning it up a little bit, kind of before and after, working on a wood wire brush. Oh yeah, don't mind me. Just a Saturday afternoon. Just a dude scrubbing his intake manifold out, and I broke out some Dawn. It's nice. It's pumpkin spice scent. It's nice. Cleany. Yeah. Yeah, well, just good in here. That looks like something we could scrub up in here. Yeah. Maybe up around in here. I don't know. This looks like it's dirty. Yep. Standard Saturday afternoon fare. Holy moly. I didn't work for a couple hours. All I got done was cleaned this up. I mean, we're talking about an intake manifold here that is not long for this earth, to be honest with you. I'm going to paint it and run with it right now, but man, there's been Dawn dish detergent, hot water coming from the house, brake clean, all kinds of rifle brushes, taping off, earplugs, wire wheel, prep all. Holy moly. That's a lot for something that's not going to even be here for long, but whatever. Okay, actually several days later, and my paint didn't come in like I wanted it to, but this is all prepped up, ready to rock and roll. The engine, same thing. Cleaned it, no different from that, but cleaned it real good. Knocked off, there's a little bit of paint still stuck here, but that's really stuck. Everything, there's nothing loose here at all. Cleaned it up. Ooh, I gotta tape off that plug. But taped it all up. I'm getting ready to prime this and get going. Haven't done anything with the heads yet because my paint booth is full. Trash can. So on the intake, I just went straight with what do I got here? Engine enamel with ceramic. It's the golly, I don't know. The aluminum, obviously. I forget the color name, but went with that. Did not prime this. Did not prime it on purpose because I wanted it to be. My idea was to pull the cast look out of it more, which is what I'm looking for. I think I'll get it. Definitely a cast. The engine, not much to look at on this side, but I did prime this. It's already dry to the touch. And I'm going to continue to prime it, probably 2 or 3 coats of it. But this, of course, will get the finished color, but I did prime the engine block. And I'll do the same with the heads also. But not the, and it's a big difference. Look at the cast look between this and what the primer is doing. I think I'll get a much smoother finish on the block than I will this, which is what I'm trying to do. So anyways, so far so good. Okay, Ford red. Can't see much here because not much block showing here. I already rolled it over. The other side is more impressive, but still, it's gonna be pretty cool. I didn't put a plug in there. Didn't notice until I was right there, so I'll drop a plug in before coat 2. But yeah, it's looking snazzy. A little different. I like it because that would be more like Ford blue. I just think this is going to be a cooler color, especially with a blue car. You know, blue car, red and white interior. I mean, I stuck with Ford. It's Ford red, but a little light in there, but that's okay. Just coat one, just kind of spritzed on there. Looking pretty good. Tell you what, painting's easy. That's easy. Prepping is difficult. I mean, this crazy talk, right? Getting these heads taped up, and the hearing should not be a problem for these heads. I mean, there's plenty of ear protection with all these earplugs, but I think that's got it pretty well prepped, and we're well on our way and ready for Ford red. I just got to do it over here again. Oh, holy moly. Okay. Got some primer on them. It's a pain to tape these things up. It's a real pain, but anyways, it's done. Primer's on. Okay, waiting on primer to dry over there, but pulled the tape on this. I mean, I taped the plugs, but I think it looks good. So I'm glad I did that. It's always something you always paint over if you do find out you hate it, but yeah. It's pretty, it's a clean paint job. It's a Ford red, not Ford blue. Oh well. I like it. Oh boy. Look at them shiny heads there. They got us completely painted up, tape pulled block. You know, there's the other head. Pretty clean. So when I was taping, you know, this section's in between here on the exhaust. It's bare metal there, obviously. And I don't think it'd ever be a problem anyways, but I figured I don't know exactly what I'm doing with the exhaust yet. So I haven't made a decision. So if it's separate pieces and there's a separation, great, this is painted. If it is one continuous piece, then I mean it's easy enough to take the paint off of that section. If it was actually some kind of sealant problem with a gasket, I don't think there is, but I made sure that the main surface is obviously well taped up, and you know, it's clean as a whistle. I did a good tape job. I've exposed all the brass plugs, and I can really see a lot, you know, when it's obviously installed. I mean, this is sitting upside down right now. But hey man, it's there. I think it looks good now, right? But you know, it's definitely nice and clean. And I used, look at this, earplug, all the tape I pulled off in the trash box here. All these earplugs are great though. They were perfect. So I went and I wanted to, even in the spark plugs guy, I wanted to get a little bit of paint on the inside here. Again, you're never going to see it. I mean, I don't, you know, especially the time a spark plug's in there and a boot's on it. That's not visible, but at least you know it's done now, and it's actually got a protected surface. It's easier to clean up or something. I don't know. I don't think it's a problem. What I ended up doing, though, was taking 3 of these earplugs and, you know, twisting them together and stuck them down the hole. And, you know, it's definitely clean inside by the threads and stuff. I am ready to go through everything, even though all my threads are very, very clean and it's fresh from my engine shop. I still got me a nice, I feel like it's a nice little thread chaser kit, you know, not a tap, but just a chase, just to clean everything. And same thing over here. You can kind of, you know, you can see up inside where the spark plugs go. I just think it's little things like that that make a difference. Now, the big controversial thing about all of this is that I don't got a Ford blue engine, do I? I said, Jim, that's a 1966 Mustang. Guaranteed they're all Ford blue. They're Ford blue, dude. What are you doing? You know what? This girl's going to be a blue car one day. Sorry. I don't want a Ford blue engine. So I stayed with the Ford family. That's Ford red. But, you know, it is what it is. you know, I put a little personal mark on it. Somebody would be like, "You're wrong for doing that," but I think I'm right. So anyways, I think it'll look good. This thing is going to be red here. The only other thing I got to paint as far as the engine goes is the oil pan here. That's in good shape. It's in real good shape. I haven't done that yet, so that's still sitting over there. Doesn't need to be part of the whole painting the engine series, right? Anyways, in the end, that'll be red. I got that cast aluminum cover for the intake manifold right over there. You see it sitting on my very messy table. So that'll be up top, and that with the red. And then, you know, what's bolting on the front here is, I don't know what to do about the timing cover. I don't know. I think I'll paint that red too. I think that'll be good to have that red, so just the whole front is red then. But the water pump is definitely, I'm just buying that now. I'm replacing the water pump. Getting the great stuff water pump. Looks pretty good. Lots of good reviews. Hopefully that's cool. I needed to replace it. Mine was jacked up. Not really. The water pump was actually working fine, but it was not great with the bolt situation and taking them off. And I'm like, we're gonna just replace that. We're gonna have to replace the timing cover. I had this bolt here, I believe, right here, or that one of these two was completely seized in. I got it out. I got even a short here on my channel showing where I did get that bolt out. But you know, it's a real booger to deal with. And anyway, with all that, I was like, I'm replacing all that stuff. I'm not trying to reuse that crap. It's not that expensive, not for everything that I'm putting into the engine. Not that I got some kind of performance build. This is pretty much a straight up build. But, you know, I at one point on this engine build, when I get done with it, I'll give a breakdown of everything I used, just so I don't forget what I used. But this is more really aesthetics and me painting it. I actually think I did a great job with it. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. And I guess that's all that really matters, because it's my engine. So, you know, haters are going to hate, right? Anyways, that's it. I think, you know, I don't know if it'll be next as far as my videoing goes, but probably will be, is where I'll start this engine build, because I'm pretty much ready to start. I got all the pieces and parts except for a couple ancillary items on the front end, like the timing cover and the water pump. I'm getting ready to order that though. I want to double check with my machinist, and I'm kind of replacing the harmonic balancer too. So I'll double check with him that nothing changed balancing. It's still a 28 ounce harmonic balancer stock. I'm sure it is. But assuming that's it, then I'll push the button and order that, and I'll have pretty much everything I need for the engine rebuild. And that'll be my next little series. That might be a longer video, just putting that together, because I definitely want to record that, so I got all that. You know, if I screw something up, I'd like to be able to go back and see that video and figure out what I screwed up. But anyways, that's it, man. Ford Red. That gets successful. Shiny paint on a crappy car. That's what I'm talking about.